Okay. Morning, everyone. We're going to be doing a fairly healthy dessert today. It's very easy. So we all heard of French toast. Okay. My version of French toast with a homemade strawberry jam. So it's a very easy thing to do. Now, the healthy bits is obviously we've got milk, we've got eggs, we've got brown wholemeal bread, a little bit of butter, and some milk, and some strawberries with some sugar. Now, it depends on your sugar tolerance. You can use sugar if you want to. Sometimes I don't put any sugar, but it helps make it more jammy. And we also use some honey on top of it as an added sweetener, and to balance out the sweetness, I'm going to be putting some yogurt on top of it. So, the first thing we do, we get our water on the boil. There's a little bit of water in the pan, just enough. So if you switch on, and get that to boiling, you can see that the water is just covering this. The big orange knob, the big one on the top right.
Top right, yep.
So when it starts, there's just enough water to cover the bottom. You don't need too much water because the strawberries contain a lot of water, so the water will come out. So once it starts boiling, we'll just put the strawberries into it. Not yet, just wait till it starts boiling. Okay, you can see the smoke coming out. So just throw your strawberries into it. And then with, not boiling yet, it'll boil soon. It's actually smoking.
Bubbling now. So
Yep, that's good. And just let it cook down. And while it's cooking, with your spatula, just smash up the strawberries. So what we're trying to do, or what we want to do, is to let the water evaporate. And we are softening up the strawberries. You can use any berries you like, or any fruit. It's a very easy jam to do. So you can use peaches, you can use plums. So just keep chopping up the strawberries with your spatula. Okay, while that's doing, with your big bowl, break the egg into it. And then beat it up with the fork, the biggest one, yeah. And just beat up the egg. And while you're beating it, add about half of the milk into it. Yes. I don't want to add any sugar into this because I think there's sweetness coming out from there, and we're going to now take a slice of bread and put it into the thing, and the other half as well, and let it soak. Then flip the bread over to soak the other side. Just let the bread absorb the milk. Now don't forget your strawberries, keep checking it. Strawberry should be bubbling away, and that's fine. We just let it bubble to evaporate the water. Yeah, put both slices. There's quite a bit of egg. You'll find out that it really absorbs the liquid. Okay, how the strawberry is doing? Should be fairly thick now. Well, we just cook it long enough to get it really, really thick. Okay, that's what mine is looking like. So we just keep cooking it. Oh, that's good. It's almost there. The longer you cook it, the thicker it will become because the water will evaporate. If yours is done, you can take it off the stove. Just, yeah, and just leave it on the side. Okay, that's fine. I want to, let me just come and check the strawberries. I think a little bit more, it can be thicker. That's looking good. Looking good, I think about 2 minutes more. Yeah, but let it cook a bit more. That's good. That's lovely, perfect. A little bit more there. Oh, that's burning on the edge, so just remove it. Take it off the stove. That's lovely, very nice. Okay, almost there. It's off.
So
A bit more. Yeah. A little bit more. Okay, mine's thickened up quite a bit, so I'm going to give it a minute more. What it should be like this. That is perfect. You find that it just starts sticking at the bottom, and that's when you've got to remove it off the fire. So I'm taking mine off the fire now because I think it's cooked enough. Now put your frying pan back on the fire and add half the butter into the frying pan. Half the butter. No, half, just half of that. So we melt the butter. You'll find out then that the breads absorb most of the milk and the egg. So if you swirl the pan, the butter around it, so the pan gets coated. Okay, so when you put your butter in, just turn the pan around so the butter spreads around the pan. And then very carefully, press the switch.
It's coming out.
Okay, the butter is starting to froth up now, so I'm putting my bread into the pan and pour any excess mixture onto the bread. What you can do is to put a little bit more butter on the top of the bread so that when you turn it over, it'll cook the other side. What we're trying to do here is to toast the bread and make it golden. Now if you want to make it more brown, you can sprinkle some sugar or a spoonful of honey on top of it. But I think I'll do that at the end. because we don't want to make it too sweet. So everyone's got their bread in. Good. Okay, I'm just going to flip my bread over to the other side. So get the spatula in underneath and flip. So the bread should be nice and golden brown on one side. And that's it, it's almost done. So it's ready for plating up. That's looking good. Now just a tip, if you don't like sweets, you can do a savory version of this. Instead of using sugar, we use cheese, and that makes it really good. And you can use some tomato sauce instead of the strawberry. So it's a really good thing to have as a sweet, and it's a nice snack, or in this way it's a dessert. Okay, so that's what mine's looking like. That's good, everyone's done well, excellent. So brown the other side a little bit more, and then we'll get some plates. Thanks. Just check the other side by lifting it carefully to see the other side's cooked. Not done. It should be brown on both sides. Because what we're trying to do is to cook the egg as well, so you don't want any rawness. So that's a very easy dessert to do. And it's very good for you as well. Yeah, it's good for breakfast, and I like it even for a dessert. You won't eat so much, but it'll do for 3 people. I think just 1 minute more and it should be done. I want to get both sides evenly brown. That's good, very good. Okay, mine's done, so I'm going to put it on the plate. In fact, I'm going to cut it. And then I'm going to spoon some of the jam over it. The one in the pan. Yeah, just put some over it. And just for a finish, I'm going to put a dollop of yogurt. If you want honey, extra sweetness, you can put some honey on it. Thank you. And there you have it. That's what it should look like.